Jungle justice. This madness must stop in Oyo State. I was in transit with a friend when I noticed a mob around Coca Cola, a short distance from the popular Mokola roundabout. I first thought of it as an accident considering the recklessness of our commercial motorists and bike riders in Ibadan. I was soon proven wrong, however. What I saw as I looked around, scoping for details, was the lifeless body of a middle aged man stripped naked in the middle of the road, beaten to death for allegedly stealing. As I called my friend's attention to it in disgust, I reminded him of our similar encounter less than a month ago. We saw a mob as we made our way back home from Okiado. An alleged kidnapper had been killed. A tire was placed beside his body to prevent vehicles from running over it. The only difference in this case is that the suspect was not beaten to death as in Mokola. He was barbecued. We discussed the gory scene as our cab drove past only to be told of yet another tragic death on the same road, in the same city, and the same day. As we arrived at our destination, a 21-year-old was shot to death by Amotekun operatives, adding to the growing numbers of innocent lives allegedly terminated by the outfit. It's beyond a mere allegation this time, though it has been established by the police and confirmed by the accused. All these and more are becoming the order of the day in Ibadan. In Ibarapa, the town of the Speaker of the House of Assembly, the youth are lamenting. They are walking in the valley of the shadow of death. In their own words, I can only pray they stumble not. This display of madness ranging from jungle justice, open cannibalism, thuggery, disorderliness, and general lawlessness needs to stop. The government should recognize it as a challenge and face it head on. There is nothing political about this. It's squarely a failure of government. My friend that experienced the instances with me is a card-carrying member of the ruling party, People's Democratic Party. Yet he shared my anger because he understands the implication of the situation. I hope those who don't do not get their skull blown open before reality sinks in. Thank you for listening to this news. Um, I would like to say that uh, the tragic incidents and many situation going on in Oyo State really need to come to an end because the the whole thing is alarming. It's quite alarming. Like seriously, you understand? Because I cannot just believe that uh, despite all this that is happening, um, we are still allowing this kind of thing to be going on. Thank you for listening to this news. Well, my viewers, this is becoming too much and too alarming in in Oyo State. So I want to say that the governor of Oyo State, Sheyi Makinde, should swoop into action because these too many atrocities and tragedy going on in Oyo State is becoming very very alarming, too alarming. See that is now spreading like a wire. So if nothing is done concerning this with immediate effect, I'm afraid, very very afraid, um, it's going to spread down to United States of America and some other advanced country, and before you know it, they will start borrowing their voices, which will not really augur well. So this is an in-house issue, and it should be treated in-house. So Seyi Makinde should do all that he could as a governor of Oyo State. You can see that every finger is being pointed at him, saying that he was the one that formed the outfit. You see that, and it has been confirmed by the Nigerian police and recognized. So you see that now. So the whole thing is on the head of the state government, and as well on the head of the federal government too. All right, knowing fully well that the state government instigated the federal government for recognition. You see that. So I will say that before anything strange begin to happen, it is very important that Seyi Makinde call them to order with immediate effect. If possible, the chief security officer of Amotekun should, with immediate effect, re-strategize, restructure, and put his security in order with immediate effect before it gets more alarmed than what it is right now. So that is that anyway. So aside from that, on a fair ground, I would say that Ibadan is becoming too tough for my liking, most especially this new year that we have just entered. We never prayed that we experience any tragedy in this new year, but as it is, and with what we are hearing, Ibadan as we speak now is becoming too alarming in the part of tragedy and violence. So let the same governor take immediate step and seek to the quick and seek a quick solution to this situation before other states and communities start borrowing their voices to the situation. All right. Then for the part of jungle justice, early this morning I still took one same news of jungle justice where a suspected criminal was set ablaze alive in the same Ibadan. Now this is another one, and this very one is in 3 different places, witnessed by ladies, and this lady is saying that Ibadan is becoming pathetic, that this is becoming too much, that it is in fact a complete madness, that it needs to be stopped. So you can see now. So Seyi Makinde, I will say that it is very important that you do something with immediate effect. Start working out something. Don't be asleep. Wake up. Some persons are trying to jeopardize your administration. They don't want you to do well in this administration. Neither do they want you to still kiss in for the second term. So if you really still want the second term, then you need to swap into action. You need to start working things out immediately to put a stop to this craziness. That is why you have the Amotekun to work with. Work with them. First of all, withdraw the arms that they are holding, because that is what they are using in committing this atrocity that is alarming everywhere now. Okay? Withdraw it from them. Then give them a new rules and regulation that they need to follow. They should have a constitution that should be binding them together, so that anyone that goes beyond the constitution knows the punishment that befalls him. You understand? So it is very important, very, very important. All right. So with all this that I've just said, my viewers, I want to plead to you to please deem it fit to come in and air your own opinion. Click on the subscription buttons as well as the bell buttons to get updated. whenever we upload any new videos. Thank you.